everybody, I'm Rudrani and welcome to Zoom Insider. Yes, it's that show where you get exclusive access to your favorite celebrity houses and we chat with them and talk about the beautiful house. Today's episode is very special कि हमारी guest काफ़ी ज़्यादा talented है और बहुत ही प्यारी है. के से कुछ याद आता है उनका नाम. I'm talking about Kritika Kamra जिन्होंने टेलीविजन के बाद अब OTT फिल्मों में बिल्कुल धमाका कर दिया है अपने ब्यूटीफुल चॉइसेस के साथ एंड दिस इज हर वंडरफुल रेड डोर. चलिए लेट्स गो नॉक. हेलो.
I heard you talking.
धमाका तो किया ही है हर जगह.
Thank you very much. That was very sweet of you. Welcome home, Rudrani.
Thank you so much. It's a beautiful house.
You got to see it first.
Let's go.
Let's go.
Wow, stunning house, absolutely. बहुत excited हूँ मैं. पर जाने से पहले ये मेरा बहुत ही favorite area बन चुका है already.
Okay.
Because you have this absolutely gorgeous mirror here, and we're always in a hurry when we are going out. Tell me, am I right? उसी purpose के लिए है ना?
Girls get it. Girls
We
just get it.
With your last minute touch-ups.
Yeah, last minute checks. Always. Final checks in this mirror and then out of the door. That's my, you know, चाहे red carpet हो या कोई भी चीज़ हो, that's really like become a kind of a ritual.
But that's so important.
Yeah.
I mean, especially because you'll always have the pressure of looking so good, and
Yeah.
you and your fashion game is always on point.
Thank you. Thank you.
So, there you are, perfect start to this beautiful house. I mean, I love the color palettes. First of all, I want to talk about that.
Yeah.
You've chosen obviously white as the main base color.
Yes.
And then you also played around with the furniture colors, keeping it all really light and pretty. मुझे बताइए कि why did you choose that?
With my fashion and with everything else, I lean towards more timeless, classic, elegant
Black,
styles.
white.
Yeah. So I felt कि अगर walls white है, canvas आपका white है, तो उसके ऊपर I wanted to put in some color that's there, but it's also like neutral. So they're neutral colors, they're pastel colors, very soothing.
Yeah.
I wanted in Bombay anyway, you want your house to be like a sanctuary. It
Yeah.
needs to be हमें इतना we see so much light and glamour and fancy sets and also some not so fancy sets and stuff at times. But home should feel like an oasis. I feel in this chaotic city. So that's what I wanted to do, and I keep saying this. I said this to my designer friend who helped me do up the house also, Purva. I told her, I said, I want this to be the house of my 30s. So it's a single girl house, very feminine.
Peaceful.
Peaceful with all my beautiful favorite things. And there's another thing that I really wanted to make sure that it doesn't look like an actor's house. I want to leave that behind when I come home. So there are no vanity mirrors or movie posters or anything that has to do with that part of my life, because this is a break from that.
No, 100%. And I exactly मेरा दूसरा सवाल ही होने वाला था कि I see like when you said no vanity at all, I don't see too many picture frames also.
There are mirrors. Yes, no,
You know what I'm
you're
saying?
right. Yes.
There are no pictures of you literally and like with full-on, shoots
Yeah.
and stuff in the main hall.
Yeah.
A lot of them choose to do that, which is fine. But
No,
I feel like
nowhere actually, not even in my bedroom. I'll tell you why. Because this is not my family home. My parents' house, if you go to, is full of our photos and our
Yeah.
childhood photos and stuff. This is really like a single girl pad. This
Love
is
it.
my, this is my pad, yeah. So it's, and कुछ साल पहले मैंने ये किया था, मैं घर गई थी and I took all my childhood photos and all and got them digital. मतलब basically just got them clicked and
Yeah,
saved them and
yeah.
archived them. So they are there, preserved forever. And they're on my laptop and on my phone all the time. But you won't really see much of that outside.
Pretty much makes sense what you said about that vanity thing also. But हाँ सच में लगता है ना कि you've created a world where you can just come back and be yourself. It's such a
Small
beautiful
little world, cozy little world.
Can we talk about the nice light, because you've used so much white
Yeah.
and wonderfully. I think the light from outside is seeping in so beautifully,
Yeah.
and that was one reason as well, I'm assuming.
It is, absolutely is. Also the luxury to have like 2 balconies in Bombay it is a luxury here. And especially with open views, there is nothing obstructing the view. So because I have these beautiful windows, I didn't want to, cut
Yeah.
the light out. I
Yeah.
wanted the light to pour in. I like light, and you want the house to have light and air, and if I open these windows, there's great cross ventilation. So that's something I really, really appreciate about this house. Yeah, and since we're on the 25th floor, so good views, good hawa,
और क्या चाहिए?
and some privacy as well, because you don't look into anybody else's house.
क्या चाहिए और? Hawa, light, beautiful pastel colors. This is perfection. और perfection से याद आया, यहाँ का furniture that you've chosen is so tastefully picked.
Thank you.
Simple, yet again classic, like you mentioned. तो वो बहुत मजा आ रहा है देख के, and I feel like it's really comfy. Everything.
It is. It's meant to be like very loungy, comfy. Everything's got lots of cushions. In fact, when my friends come
Yeah.
over, I tell them कि please cushions अगर फेंकने हैं तो फेंक दो. It's fine. I won't mind because I just have too many cushions everywhere.
तो मतलब this is truly a girl's pad. I see how you made this really pretty corners. ये भी.
जी.
I like how this is different from the rest of the corners. तो आपने अपने
Yeah.
drawing space को बड़े interesting corners में break down किया
Yeah.
है. Let's please explain this corner to me.
So I've divided, you're absolutely right. I've divided the space into like multiple corners
Yeah.
that have their own personality, but together they look like a part of the same house.
Yeah.
So there is some accents of like that chair, that color in this rug, or like the neutrals that you
Yeah.
also see there. The style of the sofa is kind of like matching that one. So just colors sort of tying it all together. And this is my morning coffee corner actually. I sit here, look outside a lot of times. There's a coffee machine in the kitchen right behind you. Very, very
course.
precious to me. Maybe the most precious thing in the house. I'm obsessed with it. So, and I'm very serious about my coffee.
Yeah.
I do the beans, I brew it, like I make it in the espresso machine, or I'll do a French press brew, something
Love
like that. Sit here, take my morning calls, coffee and everything. Sometimes in the evenings also. Music is here, really
Yeah.
important. Again, background होना चाहिए life में.
हमेशा. तो basically कृतिका के साथ अगर conversation शुरू करना है सुबह, तो coffee हो जाने के बाद wait करना चाहिए. That's the best thing to do. Coffee lovers always say, can we talk after my first coffee?
Absolutely. I can't function without it. I don't know how I've become this person, but I am.
I love it. This is a special corner clearly. So this is your morning ritual ना. उठ के यहाँ पे कॉफी के साथ पहले blinds खोलो और फिर just look at the view.
Absolutely, yeah.
Ah.
And admire my plants and everything. I'm a plant mom.
You?
And they are really difficult to maintain, yeah,
Yeah.
especially in our weather, some
जी.
of them. और मुझे समझ ही नहीं आता, कभी किसी का पानी ज़्यादा हो जाता है, कभी किसी का कम है, किसी को सनलाइट चाहिए, नहीं चाहिए, बेचारे बोल भी नहीं सकते. It's all guesswork most of the time.
So true.
I have a Mali bhaiya who's very nice, but he comes only once a week. So the rest of the days, I go out, I admire, I see, अच्छा एक नया पत्ता आया है, oh wow, great.
अलग
अच्छा,
खुशी है वो.
Bougainvillea is now blooming. So all of that, हाँ, अलग खुशी
वो
है.
अलग खुशी मिलती है. The plant moms are very very cool. I
Yeah.
love it. And I like how you've strategically planted these also, right?
Yes.
These pots and you're giving that little green,
Yes.
cutting through your the whites and the browns and the
Absolutely,
hues,
yeah.
right?
Yeah, just for accent, some plants here and there, and वो भी change होते रहते हैं, depending on who needs light and when they need to go out or in. So हम ये
जी.
करते रहते हैं. This is we keep moving things around in this house.
I love it. और हम आपको plants दिखाने भी वाले हैं, so we can admire the collection that Kritika is. Every plant mom is very proud of. her
I'm very
collection.
proud.
So of course, after your wonderful, cool, chill morning session,
Yes.
how does the day plan out?
well, after coffee is breakfast, but I'm not a very big breakfast person. I'm also not a morning person, so I wake up late. My breakfast usually becomes brunch or lunch, which works for me because I am into intermittent fasting. So let me show you my breakfast counter.
Of course, Pet Puja. How can we start the day without food?
It's the most important. I'm a Punjabi. हमारे घर में breakfast करते हुए lunch की बात होती है, lunch करते हुए dinner की बात होती है. We're constantly talking about food.
I'm Bengali. We are doing the same.
Yeah, I think it's an Indian family thing then.
Yeah, it is. But I'm saying that I love this. I love the fact that you've kept it an open kitchen.
Yeah.
I love it. I can, I very, very neatly minimalistic, and I love how well thought this was.
Thank you. It wasn't like this originally actually. We opened this up. There used to be a big dining table here. But then I realized कि जब मेरे friends आते हैं या लोग घर पे आते हैं, not everybody wants to sit down and have a meal.
Yeah.
So some people are here. Sometimes I can lay the food here. The dining table is small and cozy. Now my parents are not happy about it because it's too small. But I think it's enough for the kind of get-togethers I have, because then people can float.
Yeah.
People can be by the bar or here or near the table, sit. So it's just again breaking it into multiple corners to give it a different feel and some more space to move around.
No, it absolutely makes sense. और हम यहाँ पे आ गए तो खाने की बात तो करने पड़ेगा. What is your go-to breakfast thing that you're having usually? And maybe your other meals as well.
Well, for breakfast it's very simple. I like to start my day with some eggs. I mean, I can have eggs any time of the day actually. So I have them for lunch also sometimes, which is mostly my breakfast, like I said. So yeah, like a nice toast of sourdough and some eggs, mostly with some chili oil on top of it.
Yum, perfect. So basically, I also feel like you said, you are the perfect host. Aate, you were like, oh, you want something and all of that. So I know you love hosting those little brunches and dinners and stuff like that. So tell me what would the usual things, how would you plan that thing out usually? What would you usually go for?
So I like small get-togethers, like intimate get-togethers where me and my girls can sit and chit-chat and you really catch up with people, where so like a couple or 3-4 people, 5-6, not like big parties. I haven't had many of those off late, but I'm very equipped for that as well. With my glasses and everything, I'm always stocked for like a big get-together, but I usually prefer one-on-one chats or small group hangs.
I've realized that parties mein this breakfast counter also comes in very handy, right? Because someone, like you said, you're putting out the munchies here and you can put out the glasses here and people can come and sit. So
yeah, it becomes like a spread. So this and that table, that's generally the grazing table. It's a small little with my cheese and everything.
Correct.
And the rest of the stuff is here. Plates are stacked so people can help themselves. My house is a very like, you gotta get up and do your things kind of place.
Love it.
कि जो चाहिए उठो, fridge खोलो, ले लो. Coffee चाहिए, बना लो. Like everything is ready.
Yeah.
Of course, I'm very happy to do it for people I love, but also like I like people to feel comfortable and independent.
No, of course.
Yeah.
It's very interesting though, because we are standing right in front of the kitchen. I see, like I was saying, everything, all your masalas, oils, everything is immaculately placed. सब कुछ मतलब अंदर रखा हुआ है अच्छे तरीके से. And then you have those, the plates. Then you have the crockery there and nicely done. I want to understand, how did you set up your kitchen? Like, what was your idea when you were setting up the kitchen as well?
So I've learned this from my mother. I think like all of us, we all pick this up from our mothers.
Correct.
My mother is really into like, she's very organized. This is not good enough. She's not going to be happy about this.
Really?
Yes.
But this is super organized.
Oh, ठीक है. It's
not
fine.
good enough
it's
mothers,
fine.
na?
Yeah, not good enough because she's just too good at it and she's got great taste. So crockery collect karna or like the nice fine cutlery and things like that. These are things that I've seen in my house with my mother. कि वो कैसे संभाल के रखती थी, फिर जब गेस्ट आते थे तो अलग सेट्स निकलते, very
we are not allowed to eat on those.
Very
the special China sets.
So I've changed that rule. In my house, nothing is kept for special occasions. Every day is special. You can use whatever. Everything is out actually. Some are here, some in the other cabinets. So if you open, ऐसा कुछ नहीं है जो stash किया हुआ है, सब कुछ बाहर है, because why not? Like YOLO.
let's live every day like your party. So
Absolutely.
what? But I'm saying, because you said that, I want to know how much of cooking happens here. How much of cooking are you doing? What is the thing that you like to do, if you like to do so?
I don't cook much, but I can fix myself dinner or breakfast, or I can do like one-person meals. I don't cook extensively.
Yeah.
My Neelam Didi does a fabulous job, so I don't even
It's smelling
attempt. Yeah,
amazing,
Yeah,
yeah.
today is curry chawal. I'm also a very, like I said, I'm Punjabi, so curry chawal, rajma chawal, chole chawal, all this is kind of staple in this house.
Yeah.
But apart from lunch, lunches are generally more Indian.
Yeah.
And dinner is more like घर में क्या पड़ा है उसका कुछ बना के
हाँ.
अकेले खा लो, like that.
When you're
Like-
staying alone, I think that's the
Yeah.
best thing to do.
Yeah, because I
Right?
don't know if I'm going to
relate.
be home or not. So like some one pot meal, or again bread and something, or maybe a soup or a salad. So it's generally my dinner is prepped and kept, and I just put it together. So that's the amount of cooking that I do.
It's an intelligent thing to do. कुछ waste नहीं हो रहा है. You know, that is so important.
Yeah.
Kritika, yeah, I have to then ask you कि यार जब थके आ रहे हैं घर में, there's always that comfort food that you want to have.
Yeah.
तो मुझे ये जानना है कृतिका, comfort food क्या है? Something that you're like, oh, you know what? I'm not going to go on a diet today. I'm going to go ahead and have
Yeah.
my comfort food.
I think a no-brainer that's also healthy, that doesn't make me feel dirty कि मैंने cheat किया, is khichdi.
I love
Well-made
it.
khichdi or well-made curd rice, they're so easy to make also, are just like, they are
Amazing. And
food for
achar,
the soul.
A little bit dahi.
Yeah, oh, with everything. Achar, dahi, my
Perfect.
masi sends achar, so I have homemade achar, dahi, papad, chutneys, all of that, with all the condiments, but khichdi is just the best.
Heavenly, isn't it?
Yeah.
So this is pretty much how your food and everything gets sorted in life. But I also want to ask you, when you're not not on your diet and you want to have those cheat food,
Yeah.
what do you usually go for?
Pizza.
Pizza, easy and nice.
Easy, and you know why it's nice, why it's easy, because you don't have to sit up and eat it. आप ना लेट के भी खा सकते हो. And that's what I do. I lounge, watch something and eat pizza. I'll show you where.
And then not pick up phones for some time.
Yes.
I love it.
I
Let's
go to my woman's cave. Is that a thing?
Yeah? Okay, listen. I love this place. Books hai. This is your chill room, clearly.
Yeah.
Ab I have to sit. It is too comfy not to sit. I'm taking
Sit,
a nice
lounge.
little,
I'm generally like this.
Yeah. This is actually, even I feel like अरे यार अब तो यहाँ मजे कर सकते
Yeah,
हैं.
yeah.
You know, but this is a fantastic room. The way you've done it also is extremely cute actually. The way you utilize the space.
Yeah, again, like it's important to utilize every corner. So there was this niche already, so we put the TV in there. I needed something compact for the books. I have many more books, but they're all inside. Kuch mein fir then I give away also and get some new or borrow or just like donate them.
Yeah.
This is we can't open it right now, but these are all my shoes in this
Ooh.
closet.
I'm sure it's very well done. Yeah, this is my favorite thing, and I have to have a look at your
No,
shoes.
no, not today.
Not today.
Not today.
apparently.
Mama's not going to be very happy. It's not clean at all, guys. But also like this mirror thing again gives you a feeling of more openness. Every single thing on this wall behind you has been handpicked by me on various like.
So I'll have to ask you more questions on this because they look so interesting. हम इस selective art pieces के बारे में बात करने वाले हैं. But before that, coming back here, I know that we are not getting a peek into your, I'm sure, gorgeous shoes collection. But I have to ask, are you more of a sneakers person or heels or?
I've got a bit of everything.
So is it in mood के अनुसार?
Yeah, absolutely. Day to night. तो हमेशा एक pair of sneakers गाड़ी में होते हैं, even when I'm wearing heels or whatever. So, and I like sneakers a lot, especially when I travel or they are my, go-to shoes.
Yeah.
So I've got a lot of sneakers and some heels as well, and some other kind of shoes also. I've got some Oxfords. I've got some other, formal shoes, closed-toed, open-toed, stilettos, all those things.
So next time we are getting a peek into.
Yes, I will be prepared for it the next time.
Prepared for it. Okay, but very nicely done again. Like I said, nice. You can come check yourself out. All of that.
Yeah.
And then head to the final mirror that we saw, and then you can go.
Yeah,
Perfect.
there's another in my bedroom and everything.
Oh,
That's
well
where I get
planned.
ready. Yeah. But there was a choice. So this room could have been like a walk-in closet or like a, more of a getting ready space. And I didn't do that. Because I thought कि इतना कुछ चाहिए नहीं होता. I don't really like, when I leave from home, when we go to shoot, we have a great team of people who are doing things for us. So I don't really need that. So this is more of a loungy space. This can be pulled out and becomes a bed. So it's, great for a movie night, or just sometimes if I'm not sitting here, I'm here having coffee, or working, creating, watching, just things like that.
I love it. You spoke about the TV, and I have to say that you have some interesting shows that you've done. So I'm sure a lot of people are binging your shows.
I hope
right?
so.
I'm pretty sure, because now you have you have quite a lot now. 4-5 तो आराम से है, 11 अगर ऐड कर दे तो और भी बहुत सारे हैं. But what is your comfort watching shows? जो यहाँ बैठ के अभी there are these shows that we keep on watching and just like.
My comfort watch is The Office. Definitely.
Fantastic choice.
Yeah, can keep watching it, can watch multiple reruns of it. I really like watching all kinds of comedy actually. So I watch a lot of comedy specials and that 1 hour content that you have on all the services now. That I am obsessed with The Bear.
Oh my god, so am I.
Yeah. I'm obsessed with it. I keep
I'm
rewatching
obsessed with Jeremy Allen White as well.
Yes.
Oh my god.
Yes. Have you seen the new campaign?
I did. Oh my goodness.
Later.
But oh, what a campaign.
Yeah, what a campaign.
Thank you, God, is all I want to say.
Absolutely.
Thank you
Absolutely.
for making this beautiful creation.
Yes.
But no, yaar, बहुत ही beautiful show है.
Yeah.
And that's amazing.
Yeah.
We have very similar choices.
Yeah. And Fleabag. I keep rewatching Fleabag because it's amazing. These are the shows that I rewatch a lot, actually.
I'm so interested. You must be really itching to do a comedy, na?
I can't even tell you.
है ना, एक crazy comedy.
Yeah, just like a smart, intelligent comedy. Please.
She has excellent choices, and she's a fantastic actor. We have to make comedy happen.
Thank you. Please.
We have to. But on that note, we spoke about this wall, and you said you picked up. Can you tell me some of the pieces that you can, आप लोग भी देख सकते हो कि are so cute. They are also not very common. I like that about
that. So again, the idea with this gallery wall was could have done pictures, could have done photos, things like that. But I didn't want it to have any kind of it's just random thoughts. It's very much like my headspace most of the time.
Love that.
And they've been picked up from different websites and places. I think a lot of them are from Art and Found.
Okay.
Some are just like things because they're prints, they're not really artwork, they're prints. So I've customized some. I found something on Etsy once, this Beatles I found on that.
I love that.
Yeah. Then there's some on from Calcutton, and so there's no theme really, and that's me.
I know, I was just going to say, it's the present, must accept it. खुद को दोहराने में भी बहुत ज़रूरी होता है, खुद को याद दिलाने में. This is pretty much what you also believe in.
Yes, I think so. And especially on the days that I'm feeling low, I just have to come and sit and say this is what it is. It's going to pass. Whenever I feel low, I'm like, this is what it is. It's going to pass. So just accept it.
It helps sometimes, isn't it?
Yeah.
But how else do you take care of your mental health otherwise?
I think having a space has really, really, oriented me.
Yeah.
And apart from the space, there are also some people who feel like home.
True.
And they keep you kind of warm and happy and, loved when maybe work life is not going so well, or when the outside world doesn't seem to be so kind.
Who are the people you've sort of made that circle of trust with in the industry right now?
In the industry, very few people, and people usually who I've met on shoots, and that's how you make friends in the industry anyway, right?
Yeah.
Like for everybody, because I didn't do my school college here, so I don't have any childhood friends in the city.
Bilkul.
All the people I've met, वो काम पे ही मिले हैं, और क्या होता है कि एक सेट पे जब आप काम कर रहे होते हैं, it's anyway a very intimate process because आप बहुत सारे घंटे उनके साथ गुजारते हैं, and you are in an emotionally in a job that requires you to be emotionally available.
Yeah.
So you really end up connecting with people, and for that period of time, सबका एक common purpose होता है जो कि होता है वो project.
Yeah.
That's again something that kind of binds you together. So I have made some wonderful friends, but I think my rock in the city is my younger brother. Rahul. He is someone I can't absolutely do without.
How sweet. Brother, sister, they really,
yeah.
they really complete our world in a way.
I can't believe I'm saying this about my sibling.
Same.
He'll be shocked. Must cut this and send it to him.
उनको लगा
मेरे बारे में इतनी अच्छी बातें.
जितनी झगड़ा चल रहा है वो सब तो है पर दिल में तो ये सच्चाई है.
क्योंकि growing up तो झगड़े तो अभी भी होते हैं, in fact बहुत होते हैं. But again, this is a late realization in life कि आपके sibling जैसा friend actually कहीं और मिलता नहीं है.
बिल्कुल. Pause ले पाते हो? लेते हो?
मैं ले लेती हूँ. Yeah.
कैसे लेते हो pause?
Because it's on my Instagram profile also. I'm an unhustler. I'm not a hustler. I like to take pauses. I like to I've been choosy, and so that gives me time to sit, to reflect. And मुझे ये भी लगता है कि बहुत कुछ है सीखने के लिए. And I don't think I'm even scratching the surface, honestly.
इसीलिए आप में आई थिंक वो इनसिक्योरिटी नहीं रही कि हमने कि कुछ करना है. एज एन एक्टर किसी को लगता है नहीं यार अभी दूसरा करना है. आई थिंक
वो तो मुझे बहुत है.
वो है पर there's no I don't think there's an insecurity in you to be there just for the sake of it.
No, it's not. I also don't think that time's running out or anything, because for me this was never a मैं एक्टिंग इसलिए नहीं कर रही हूँ कि मुझे एक जगह पहुँचना है and then I want to remain there and be celebrated always. I know that that's not the reality. ऐसा नहीं होता है. It's really fickle. It's genuinely about the journey, and I want to keep doing this and keep getting better at it for as long as I can. तो ऐसे कोई goals नहीं है कि बस ये कर लूँगी इसके बाद रिटायर हो जाऊँगी, या ये कर लूँगी इसके बाद शादी कर लूँगी उसके बाद एक्टिंग नहीं करूँगी. There's none of those things in my head.
Before we head to the other room, क्योंकि वहाँ पे मुझे बैठ के आराम से कुछ बातें करनी है आपके साथ, लेकिन इस रूम में मैंने काफी सारी इंटरेस्टिंग चीजें देखी. मुझे जानना है आप जब ट्रैवल करती हो, how many of the things do you pick up? What is it from travels that you picked up for the house? Sometimes you do, right? This kind of suits. Do you do that?
Yeah, but like small things, because I think that carrying them becomes a bit of a hassle. And today you can order things from anywhere, so I end up picking some prints again.
Exactly.
One or two of them are not from here. There's one in the bathroom that was picked up in Marrakesh. And fridge magnets, जो कि मेरे सारे टूट गए हैं. बहुत सारे टूट गए हैं actually. But that's something I like to pick up. I also used to at one point pick up coasters, not like steal them. I mean, you can, I think. But I used to ask because again, big foodie, so I like to try new restaurants and go to like new exciting bars and cafes. तो जहाँ का मुझे आर्ट अच्छा लगता है तो मैं just as a souvenir I asked them, can I take the coaster? So I have many different kinds of coasters as well.
I love it. बाहर का पूरा area was pink, white, your beige, nude in those shades of it. और यहाँ this is more grey and white. And black and white. Very nicely done. And then of course this really tic-tac-toe किसको नहीं पसंद है. So I love how you settled the entire thing as well. So I love this house. I'm not leaving. Sorry.
Thank you.
I'm not leaving.
With the greys and everything, there's also the blue. You'll see accents of blue outside when we go now. So there's always like one color, one element, like that wall is, a bit similar to the colors outside. So there's something that's tying it together.
I love that. तो चलिए बाहर जाते हैं in this really amazing corner where I'm sure all the hosting is also done, right?
Let's go.
Let's go.
Speaking of frames, can I ask you a question?
Please.
आप इन तीनों frames को देखकर बताएंगे कि इसमें कोई चीज़ है जो इन तीनों को connect कर रही है. क्या है वो pattern? It's a puzzle.
Oh really? This is fun.
If you look at all of them from here, you will see what I mean.
Of course.
What is it?
This one has pictures of both this here in it.
And?
It's like a.
And can you check out the one on the right as well?
Yeah. चलिए, let's see. अच्छा, एक तो मुझे दिख रहा है कि जैसे कि जो भी ये पेंटिंग है और ये दोनों जो पेंटिंग्स है ये इसमें भी है ना, और इसमें भी ये है, जैसे कि ये है, वहाँ पे वो बटरफ्लाई लगी है, वो बटरफ्लाई यहाँ पे भी है, और ये वहाँ पे भी है. बेसिकली ये पेंटिंग के अंदर पेंटिंग है. इंसेप्शन, ड्रीम विद इन अ ड्रीम.
Yes, you're right. I also remember the artist's name now. It's Himanshi.
अच्छा.
And मैं उनका link आपको भेजती हूँ.
जी.
And basically you're absolutely right. तो ये जो है ये एक frame में यहाँ पे भी है. This flower vase thing is in this art piece. और इसके अंदर के कुछ elements उसमें है. तो basically every art piece has a frame that has the other art piece in it.
I love it. This is so
And they're hand
well done.
painted and quite cool.
Too cute. But like I said, this is such an interesting corner again.
Yeah.
क्योंकि this is your very traditional Indian. You know, it almost feels like a homage to our Indian artisans. क्योंकि यहाँ पे
It is.
See.
That was the brief. Yes.
है ना?
Yes.
Because ये इक्कत wall पे बहुत कम लोग use करते हैं. Some use it in like they take the thing and they put up picture frames of those things, but you did it on the wall.
Yeah.
तो मुझे जानना है यार, everything is complemented in the very Indian heritage sort of a
Yes. So everything is, you're right, like they are from different regions. It's art of different Indian arts and craft and mostly textile.
Yeah.
So I went to NIFT Delhi briefly. So I'm a fashion enthusiast.
Of course.
और textiles मुझे बहुत ही fascinate करते हैं.
जी.
I think they're beautiful and the making of them and the different techniques are just wonderful. So this is an ikat inspired. I mean, this is ikat. It's a custom wallpaper from this section to that side. And we have some Kashmiri Suzani embroidery on the cushions here.
Beautiful.
We've got a jute rug. We've got some, again, to keep it earthy.
Yeah.
We've got these kind of blinds. Oh, let me show you.
Ooh. I love this.
I actually really like that corner because
I love it.
it's got a little swing there.
Yeah.
उस पे भी बहुत सारे cushions थे, हमने हटा दिए हैं क्योंकि बहुत बारिश हो रही है आजकल.
जी बिल्कुल. I love how you've gone for again the material of the lampshade is
Exactly.
again complemented this,
because
right?
it's cane, bamboo. That's what we're trying to do here.
I love it. And आपने blinds खोल दिया है तो I have to obviously come this side. Beautiful corner again. Those look, I can see कि वहाँ पे बाहर Turkish plates जैसा लग रहा है
I
मुझे.
picked them up in Antalya,
course you
Turkey,
did.
when I was traveling. Very heavy. Don't recommend carrying these all the way, but I did because I absolutely fell in love with them and I met the artist also. So that's one thing. ये झूला भी जो है वो काफी easy, breezy, lazy days के लिए है. And when I open this and that window, so both the balconies, you can see all the plants and
Enough
the
light.
hawa is very nice.
I see this little very cute mirror also.
Yeah.
यहाँ पे swing है, वहाँ पे mirror है. It's lovely.
There's actually a three-way mirror I had, so it's repurposed. So I've broken it up, and एक यहाँ लगाया है, एक मेरे room में है और एक दूसरी balcony में है. So I didn't want to. I had that. You know what I mean? Like that three-mirror thing.
Of course.
Yeah. So I've broken it up and I've just repurposed it.
So well done. Like I said, every artifact. Can I please talk about this beautiful lamp? मुझे लगा कि बहुत ही interesting सा है.
Yes.
And I want to know where you got this from also.
This
बड़ा
from
uncommon
this
है.
wonderful store in South Bombay called Hesperus. They have a lot of this kind of art deco stuff and vintage lights and again the marble of it is imported.
Of course.
It's basically it's blown to this shape. So it's a little delicate, but it felt like the right piece for, again, it's got some hint of this pink. The darker pink is also on those chairs, in that rug there, the lighter pink is there. The blue in the rug there is, matching with the blue here. So it's just little accents is what tie the house together. So both these lights are from there.
Beautifully done. And before I move to the other corner, I must say, I can spot your very amazing coffee machine. You're going to see it also on your screen right now and understand that this is so cute. Your coffee corner itself is adorable. Where did you pick this stuff from? I love it.
This coffee machine is gifted. It's a very special gift because it's obviously by somebody who knows me very well and 100%. Knows that I can't survive without it. So
what an intelligent gift.
I thank them every day.
I 100% and it's absolutely adorable.
It's vintagey. It goes with the vibe of my house.
It's blue and
the
white.
Color. Exactly.
Perfect. यहाँ खड़े हो तो but this looks like repurposed to me.
Yes, it is.
There you go. I love how you've utilized everything.
Yeah, it's just been painted on top of something that I already had, and a bit of the wallpaper has been used inside, if you see, as the backdrop for it to look seamless. Of course, there is a इसके पीछे एक back है, उसपे वो है.
But so nicely done, it almost feels like it's like transparent, and because we are using the same wallpaper.
Yeah.
But it looks so cute because
Yeah.
you've done that.
And I wanted some light inside for the glasses and stuff. And like I said, it's hand painted, so it's not very perfectly done. But I like that vibe. I like a little bit of, like, I like that it looks a bit used and lived in.
I love it.
Yeah.
So well done, yeah. Like, I genuinely feel like you've really utilized and every piece, and also like very less wastage. Everything is very कुछ ज़्यादा बहुत कुछ ठूस नहीं दिया है and all of that.
Yes.
You know, which includes that even जहाँ पे वो lamp जिस area में हम जाएंगे, I want it so nicely you've spaced it. So
Yeah.
because I said about that lamp, we should head towards that area.
Let's do it. Let's go.
Ah.
So this
I
is
love
again to keep things neutral,
Sure.
keeping up with our color palette. Come on, like I said, just feel free to throw the cushions away.
I
and
am
sit.
going, and I'm actually I don't mind this. Just see, I love how this is really complementing the rest. It's cutting through the pink, and you have this. See,
Yes.
everything is color coordinated here.
Yes.
I want to talk about the side tables first, जो मुझे बहुत प्यारे लगे. Very uncommon.
They are from Jaipur.
Ah.
This work is it's a bone inlay, and again they are customized because I wanted that particular blue. So they were custom made for the house. The couch also was custom made because I wanted it to fit the size, and they are much deeper than couches you get generally.
Yeah.
क्योंकि मैं बिल्कुल पैर ऊपर करके curl up होके अगर बैठना चाहती हूँ with my girls or with my mum and chit chat and gossip.
Yeah.
It should be. I wanted it to be very comfortable and
Yeah.
plush. The most special part of this, the most special thing of this part of the house is these frames.
Again.
They are again keeping up with the theme of textiles. This is my favorite, and I have a special connection with it. They are samples of Chanderi saris from my brand Cinebar. Because we do this with weavers. My hometown is very close to Chanderi, and I'm a big fan of the Chanderi fabric. It is hand woven. People, we are in touch with a community of weavers जिनके घरों में handlooms हैं, तो पूरी family saris बनाती हैं. कई दिन लगते हैं, कभी-कभी महीना 2 महीने लग जाते हैं to make a sari. So it's a very tedious process, but the output is absolutely stunning. So when we swatch them, we make like samples for motifs and colors. उन samples को लेके मैंने frame किया हुआ है, and that's what these are.
बहुत ही खूबसूरत. And literally I like how you put the pista color, as we call it. You know, you've used those, you've used sky blue, and you've picked out the perfect.
So this is something that I do with my mother. That's why it's most special to me. This is the home, how do I say? This is the family-run mother-daughter small business.
I love it.
So you may not see many photos of my family in the house, but there are things that remind me of them constantly. So this is something. This is a full kind of a dedication to Cinebar, which is which actually also means kumkum, and kumkum is the name of my mother. So
I like how well everything is connected, है ना? Kritika, what do you do when you miss home? Besides the fact, call तो हो जाता है, पर बहुत जब याद
कॉल
आती
हो जाता है, फेस टाइम हो जाता है, बट जब मुझे बहुत याद आती है तो एक्चुअली यही हो पाता है. इट्स नॉट माई होम टाउन इज़ नॉट वेरी एक्सेसिबल, सो इट्स नॉट कि मैंने एक फ्लाइट ली और वहाँ पहुँच गए. ऐसा नहीं है, बहुत ही छोटी जगह है. इट्स एन MP. सो यू टू लैंड इन भोपाल एंड देन ड्राइव फॉर अबाउट 4.5-5 hours. तो ऐसा नहीं हो पाता कि I have 2 days off, come on, let's go home. It doesn't make sense. But my parents keep visiting. तो जब वो आते हैं तो बहुत मज़ा आता है. And otherwise, talk to them and eat something that Mama makes generally, or try to recreate it in some way.
Food is always a good way to reminisce.
Yes.
But you know, you just said that your place is far away from even main Bhopal.
Yeah.
From there, you've come here and made this really wonderful space for yourself in an industry that you were not a part of. I'm sure your parents will be very proud, and for you I feel like it's an emotional moment as well. I'm sitting in this gorgeous house, a self-made woman who has made fantastic choices and sticks by them. I want to celebrate you more.
Thank you. All credit goes to my parents actually. It is my father who instilled this faith and this value of being independent. My father started telling me very early on in life कि independent होना ज़रूरी है, financially भी, otherwise be a man for not just finances but anything else. Like don't be codependent, don't be dependent in a relationship. And that's what has led me to make a little space for myself. And they're very proud that I'm self-made. They are very proud that I've come to this unknown city and made a small mark. And they're my biggest fans. My parents are just, I mean, they are fans. They behave like fans. These days, they're only posting about Gyara Gyara. Their pages look like my fan pages. They don't even look like their pages. It's very cute. I love it. I'm so grateful to have them.
No, 100%. But and I know that the things that they've taught you have, you have implemented them, and I see the person in front of me, so I'm sure they're absolutely fantastic person. But tell me something, when you took that decision to finally come here and because I know that you had auditioned and then you actually left first year college to come here and do your first show.
Yeah.
Without feeling very afraid, I mean, nervousness to hogi obviously, but then and they stood by you, right? And which is so,
that's
not everybody can say that.
That's what I was saying. I'm so grateful to have parents who are such great support for me. I never had to, and it's a huge privilege क्योंकि बहुत लोगों के parents allow नहीं करते और आपको कई चीजें करने को नहीं मिलती बचपन से, and that's the reality of most of the girls in our country. So I don't take that for granted at all. My parents brought me and my brother up exactly the same way, gave us the same things, gave us the same values, made the same goals for us. And even when I took this drastic choice of coming and doing something that nobody in my family's done before, there was no resistance. बल्कि सिर्फ सपोर्ट ही मिला है मुझे शुरू से, एंड ऑनेस्टली दैट्स व्हाट स्टिल लाइक देयर आर द डेज व्हेन यू फील लाइक यू वांट टू गिव अप. I don't want to give up because they have invested so much in this.
Yeah. No, 100%. You were just talking about how what your father's taught you also helped you in relationships, right?
Yeah.
Saying that because when you're self-dependent, when you're independent, then you will focus on the right things you need in a relationship.
Absolutely.
कि you will not be afraid कि यार अगर ये workout नहीं हुआ तो मैं अकेली हो जाऊँगी, so let's stick on.
Yeah.
Does it also help you in recognizing red flags better?
Oh, 100%. Because you're right. You are choosing a partner who's equal, who treats you like an equal, and you're not dependent on them for survival or for any kind of comfort, or you have more freedom, I think, to make choices and to have your own point of view, to just stand your own. That financial independence really is independence. That's the kind of freedom that only your own career and having some money and having some control over your life can give you. It reflects in even small decisions that you make then. So it's definitely been the best advice, and that's why I don't sell myself short in a relationship. I don't anymore. Maybe growing up, of course,
we learn.
Yeah, one has made mistakes, learned all of that. But today, and I know that whenever I choose to find a life partner or settle down, I'm not going to sell myself short.
So important.
And at the same time, I know that it takes work.
Yeah,
I've seen my parents do it. All relationships take work. I am a big romantic, as you can see in some elements of this house as well, but I'm also a very rational person, I would like to believe. And I think that ऐसे नहीं होता है, कोई fairy tale नहीं होती है. You have to work on it and work on it every day. I see my family doing that, and I'm willing to do that as well.
You just said that I've had the privilege of coming from a place where I had supportive parents and coming here, but I'm sure you also are a absolute outsider. आपका कोई था नहीं industry में. How did you go through those days where you were not obviously getting the roles that you are auditioning for, or कि जब होता है ना कि कुछ बड़ा मिलने वाला है, which according to industry standards is बड़ा, like a big production house, stuff like that, and then you don't get it, right? How did you deal with that phase? मैं romanticize करके struggle नहीं बोलूँगी, but there are those days which can really be dark if you go in that zone.
Yeah, so I'll be honest, I don't really have a sob story, but because I started off again with privilege. I started out I got lucky. Somebody spotted me outside a college and that's how I got work. तो उससे पहले तो ये option ही नहीं था. फिर ये दरवाजा खुला. उसके बाद, of course, now I've spent so many years doing this. There are going to be some rejections and some failure, and that has come my way too. That has, and like I said, that those are the times when you really fall back on your absolute core, which is family, which is loved ones. तो ऐसे मौके आए हैं that you know something you thought was going to happen has not taken off for whatever reason, or not every audition I give is मतलब I don't clear every audition I give. So वो भी होता है, but just the reminder that one has come so far and it can't end here. You know what I mean? There is a weird that's maybe an irrational belief that I have, that I feel that it can't just end here. It's supposed to go on. It's supposed to go on for as long as I want it to.
Wonderful when you say it that way, isn't it? You know, Kritika, but I also have a feeling that you've also made choices very fearlessly also. कि लोगों को लगता है नहीं यार हम किसी बड़े प्लेटफॉर्म से स्टार्ट करेंगे, एंड यू नो वी विल दे वेरी रियली प्लान देयर थिंग्स एंड दे फोकस अ लॉट ऑन द बिगर outside things more, right? कि we'll get a thermal launch, or we'll do like a YRF launch, and only then I'll do it, and then I'll be a certain way. But you've really focused on content. अगर देखा जाए जिस तरह के आपने choices किए हैं, whether it's tandav, whether it's 11-11, whether it's the other things that you've done, you know, all of them have been very content focused. Tell me, where did you find this conviction from to believe that no, this is the path I want to do? Star तो बन जाएंगे, पहले actor वाली choices करते हैं.
So again, I think it goes back to how this journey started for me, because I started in the beginning. This happened to me. I did not go and and make a career for myself. It happened by chance. So जो भी मेरे पास काम आ रहा था, मैं उसमें से choose करके वो कर रही थी जो मुझे best लग रहा था. I was also really young and unabashed. Okay, I was 18. I was just having fun in life, and I really enjoyed my time and learned so much on sets. But when I quit television is when I realized that now my journey forward is something that I will curate myself. Now I will take charge of it, and I will decide what do I want to be a part of and what do I need to say no to. So it wasn't about bada chota, but it was, I feel that क्योंकि I'm in this for a long haul, मुझे लंबी रेस का घोड़ा बनना है, तो quality is what is going to get me there, and that is something that I have to maintain. I owe it to myself. I also only took that step when I was a bit settled, when I was a bit financially stable, when I knew कि मैं घर में बैठ के ना बोल सकती हूँ. अब ऐसा नहीं, मतलब मैंने लोन्स नहीं ले रखे, ऐसा नहीं है कि मुझे EMI देनी है, मुझे काम करना ही पड़ेगा. So when I reached that point, that's when I could afford to quit television, and I did that. And since then, I have only done, I mean, it's a mix of both. It is some career navigation for sure. Some things that you think about, which is like I waited for Tandav to happen because I wanted to work with a premium platform like Amazon Prime Video. I said अगर मैं OTT करूँगी तो मुझे यहीं से शुरुआत करनी है, मुझे अली अब्बास ज़फ़र के साथ में काम करना है, and Saif Ali Khan, you know, headlining. It was a big OTT debut in that sense. So I waited for those things. Of course, वो सब भी दिमाग में चलता, आपको रखना पड़ता है, because I'm an outsider. I don't have a mentor, or I don't have anybody telling me कि this should be your next step, or nobody is sitting and doing that for me. I have to do it myself. But then you have to balance that with instinct also, because your instinct is what makes you. That's how my choice or my career is going to be unique, because there's a bit of me in it.
Absolutely. Was it scary when people really like don't understand the content that you're putting out, or the way that you all guys did that happened with Tandav, right? Like it was just, how did you deal with that, really?
It was just unprecedented. It was something nobody was really prepared for. So we were just seeing it unfold, and I was kind of like shocked in a way that it happened, because I still don't understand the problem, frankly. And I've said this before also, that a piece of content is, मतलब it takes 4-5 साल लगते हैं उसको बनाने में. किसी ने लिखा है, उसके multiple drafts हुए हैं, उसके बाद वो shoot पे गया है, उसके बाद edit पे गया है, उसके बाद platform ने उसको vet किया है, and then it's been put out. All of us have also read the script. None of us felt that it was hurting any sentiments. It was never the intention at all, and I don't think anybody saw it. So what was it in it? I really don't know. But these things happen, and I'm generally someone who, क्योंकि मेरी choices unconventional है, it's better for me to detach from the reception of something. तो ये
कर पाते हो आप?
हाँ, मैं कर लेती हूँ. Again, dates back to how I started. When I started, कितनी मोहब्बत है gave me immense popularity. I saw, you know, the fame and everything. I saw this very, very early in my career. Thankfully, before social media. Social media था, मतलब Facebook वगैरह था, but not to the extent. तो वो ये वाला fame नहीं था. वो बहुत ही मतलब when you go out there you could feel it, that sort of popularity. So I got a taste of that and I said, okay, this is how this feels. Is this the reason I'm an actor? I realized no. It is what happens between action and cut. It is when I come back tired, no, after a day of shoot, but it has drained me mentally, emotionally, and I feel ki I put my everything in this today. That feeling is what keeps me going. That feeling is what I wake up and chase again. So now I'm chasing that. And I may have to sacrifice some things on the side. Some of my choices may not feel populist. A lot of people have asked me कि क्यों छोड़ा, आप वो क्यों नहीं करते, आप ये क्यों नहीं करते. But वही मैं कह रही हूँ कि ये मेरी instinct है, ये मेरी journey है. तो at least at the end of it, I'll be happy कि I lived on my own terms.
I have genuine respect for you. You know, I feel like I know you a little bit more better, and we're obviously going to chat and do a lot more of it. But I'll be rooting for you because I think it takes a lot to kind of stick to your lane and do what you want to.
Thank you,
do.
Ridwan. You've seen this. You've seen many actors. You've seen many journeys. So this coming from you means a lot.
Of course, if among the noise, you've been able to listen to your own voice. और क्या चाहिए? है कि नहीं? But which is why and also on paper, I remember you were supposed to have a launch with Karan and all of that, right? Like with Dharma, technically.
Yeah, at one point there was a film that was
Yeah.
in the works. It was supposed to be co-produced by Dharma and Balaji, and I was fully in prep for it and did everything for it. But because of some commercial reasons, it didn't really take off at that time.
So when you have the attitude that you have, I think it really helps you move on. Which is so
Yeah,
important,
otherwise
right?
something like that could really crush you, you know.
Good.
If you pin all your expectations on one thing, if I put all my eggs in one basket, तो जब वो चीज़ नहीं होगी, तो मुझे बहुत मतलब you're bound to get crushed. तो इसीलिए I think to emotionally save myself, I become rational and I become a realist, and I'm always prepared for things to not go my way as well.
Which is, I mean, really, I respect. You know, you have to help yourself and you have to take care of yourself. क्या
Yeah,
कर
and your
सकते हो?
mental health, whatever
बिल्कुल.
it takes.
बिल्कुल. तो चलिए लास्ट एक फन सेगमेंट करते हैं.
Okay.
मन तो नहीं कर रहा है
Fun
कि
तो
मैं
ये भी
जाऊं.
बहुत था.
ये तो फन था ही और भी. Probably shorter questions is what I meant.
Okay.
Okay. Are you ready?
Am I? Okay, fine, I am.
I think you are. You're so good at this.
Okay.
The first one is, what is your side of the bed and why?
The right side.
Why?
This is very silly, okay?
That's okay.
And I do this in hotel rooms and all also. I don't want to be on the side of the bathroom. I want to be on the...
Okay.
I don't know why. And I know people do ulta.
हाँ, they
कि
do
वो
ulta.
पास में हो. But
जी.
मैं उल्टा करती हूँ क्योंकि मुझे corners अच्छे लगते हैं. तो
Cute.
जो भी corner या L होगा उस room का वो side में ले लेती हूँ.
Okay. Which is your favorite corner of the house? There are so many that we saw today, and why?
Oh God, that's tough. That's very tough. I think that one, because I can do
Your
a bit
lounge.
I can do a bit of everything there, and it's got the TV. I'm obsessed with the content
Of
junkie.
course. है ना? Of course.
Yeah.
Okay, I love it. I saw a lot of books. I wanted to know, name a few that you really like, the genre that you enjoy reading.
So, oh God, a lot of. Again, like I was talking about, I like to read philosophy and some rationalist views, or some, you can say, self-help or even non-fiction and all. So like Yuval Harari or Malcolm Gladwell, or you know, these kind of books are what I'm leaning towards. Something that I can take away something from.
I don't want to assume this answer, but I think I know to it, but I still will go ahead and ask. Home person or a party outside Goa?
Used to be a party outside Goa, now very much a home party person. Is that a thing?
It's a thing.
Okay.
It's a thing. Home party person is a nice way to do
Yeah.
it. Okay, since you host most of your parties here, what's the general theme that you do, and what is it that you like doing in parties?
I love doing a grape cheese platter. Never goes out of style, goes with everything, is perfect. I also am a fan of, like I said, self-service and grazing tables. I don't like too many people moving around or serving things or anything. मुझे लगता है कि just lay everything in a beautiful way. I get some candles, some fresh flowers, and lots of different kind of cheese and cold cuts, and I don't know, olives, and yeah.
Sounds
and
heavenly,
open some
doesn't it?
great wine.
Love it. Sounds perfect. Okay, 3 things you don't leave your house without.
My phone. like all of us, a pair of sunglasses, sanitizer, SPF, lip balm. I can go on. I can't live with 3.
Fair,
I need
fair,
more.
fair.
Yeah.
Fair. Okay, this is a thing that I do when I leave my house is like a little prayer that my mom asks me to do, and then we sit down before we leave the house. I can't do it always, but when mom is around, I do it.
Oh wow.
What is your ritual before leaving the house?
It's to have a glass of water.
Actually, hydration बहुत जरूरी होता है.
या फिर मैं अपनी 2 लीटर की बॉटल लेके घूमती रहती हूँ. You will see it, it's here somewhere. Everybody on all the shoots, they know. They see the bottle, they're like, आ गई है ये. It's really big, but that lets me. I mean, then I know how much water I'm having.
What is one really favorite thing in the house, like a object that you like is very, very, very personal to you?
There are many things.
Can
but
be
there's
emotional,
one-
can personal. You know, काफी सारी चीजें होती है जो हमको काफी emotionally attach हो जाते हैं हम.
So it's something that I picked up. It's something that my director of Mumbai Meri Jaan gifted.
Okay.
Me. It's something from my character Habiba's room in Mumbai Meri Jaan.
Oh.
Yeah. And it's on my dresser.
Oh, it's fantastic. Will you please go and get it
Yes.
for us?
It's not anything special, you guys. It's just like
No,
a
it
small
was
thing.
cute.
This is how I would be if it was the 70s.
This is adorable. I love this. This is so cute. I would understand why you're attached to this.
Yeah, it's done. Yeah, so it's basically Habiba Qadri from Habiba's desk in her house
Lovely.
in Mumbai Meri Jaan.
I love
It's
it.
a special character for me, and I'm very close to the team also. And on my day of wrap,
Yeah.
I got this from the director
I love it.
and the production designer who actually made this.
Too cute. Okay, here are the last 2 questions. A misconception about you that the people who don't know you usually assume.
I think people, because they see me talk like how I have with you, think that I'm so sorted. मेरी life में तो कोई problem है ही नहीं. But ऐसा बिल्कुल नहीं है. I go through the same insecurities that I think everybody does. There are times when I don't like my skin, I don't like my body, I don't like, I think कि मेरे पास कुछ पहनने को ही नहीं है, and just all of those things. Even though we are so properly done up all the time on Instagram, I think some people really think that I wake up like this, but it's not true.
Okay, the last one is a fun one. A rumor about yourself that makes you laugh.
Wait, some of the link up rumors really make me laugh because it's happened
Who
a
you
few
last linked
times.
up to?
I don't remember who the last was. But some of them are really funny, especially when they are with people who are good friends of mine.
Can get a little weird. isn't
Yeah,
it?
yeah. But I mean, it's
So
okay.
it's now you're used to it.
Yeah,
So that's a funny one.
yeah.
Okay, on that note, thank you so much. I was having too much fun. Genuinely, thank you for being such a wonderful host.
Thank you. We haven't had anything done anything.
Abhi
Must do
khayenge,
that
but no, hosting is about the way you've really genuinely, warmly welcomed us to your space. I had so much fun knowing you a little bit better, and I really feel you're an awesome, awesome person.
now. Thank you.
And there's so much work coming from you, I'm sure. So we'll be rooting for you.
Thank you. You're lovely. Thank you so much for doing this, and you're welcome anytime.
Okay, I'm gonna hold you.
No, I'm serious. I'm not saying this for the camera. I'm serious.
Lots of love.
Lots of love.
Thank you once again, and bye.